My dear children, welcome to the Business Studies class. Today, in this second session, we are going to study the important steps involved in the export procedure. A major distinction between domestic and international operation is the complexity of the latter. Export and import of goods is not that straightforward as buying and selling in the domestic market, since the foreign trade transactions involve movement of goods across the various countries and use of foreign exchange. A number of formalities are needed to be performed before the goods leave the boundaries of a country and enter into that of another country. Now we are going to study the procedure of exporting. The number of steps and sequence in which these are taken vary from one export transaction to another. The important steps involved in the exporting procedure are first one, receipt of enquiry and sending quotations. Second point, receipt of order or intent. Third one, assessing the creditworthiness of importer and securing a guarantee for payments. Then fourth one, obtaining export license. Then another point is obtaining pre-shipment finance. Then production or procurement of goods. Then pre-shipment of inspection, excise clearance, obtaining certificate of origin. Then a reservation of shipping space. Then insurance of goods, customs clearance, obtaining shipmates receipts, payment of freight and insurance of bill of lading, preparation of invoice, and the last one is securing payment. These are the important steps involved in the exporting procedure. Now we are going to study these steps in detail. First of all, the first step is receiving trade enquiry and sending quotations. First of all, the exporter receives a trade enquiry from the foreign importer or his agent. Generally, the following information is sought in the trade enquiry. This first one is specification of goods available, then price per unit, quantity of goods available, terms of shipment, schedule of delivery, etc. In response to the trade enquiry, the exporter sends a quotation giving information sought in the trade enquiry. Sometimes the exporter may send a pro forma invoice containing the necessary details and approximate amount to be paid in case of import. Second step is a receipt of order or intent, or receiving an intent and sending confirmation. The intending importer, after scrutiny of quotation or pro forma invoice, sends an intent. The exporter may receive an intent directly from the importer or through an intent house. The intent house is an agent which imports the goods on behalf of the importer. It serves as a middleman or intermediary between the importers and exporters. Intent houses charge commissions for their services from importers. An intent refers to an order received from abroad for sale of goods. It contains the following details. First one, the quantity of goods to be sent. Then quality, size and design of the goods, price, nature of packing and marking, mode of shipment and insurance, period of delivery, method of payment, etc. An intent is generally prepared in duplicate. One copy is sent to the exporter. The second copy is filed by the importer in his records. Second step involved in the exporting procedure is receiving an intent and sending confirmation. There are different types of intents. First one, open intent. Second one, closed intent. And third one, confirmatory intent. First one is open intent. In this type of intent, the importer authorities the exporter to decide the quality, make, design, and price of the goods to be sent. The exporter is expected to exercise his best judgment in this choice of goods. Then second type of intent is closed intent. In a closed intent, the importer gives full details regarding the quality and price of the goods to be sent. The exporter is not allowed to exercise his discretion in the choice of the goods on their packing. And the third type of intent is confirmatory intent. An intent which is subject to confirmation by the importer or his agent is known as confirmatory agent. In such a case, the final intent is sent after confirmation. The exporter scrutinizes the intent to assure that the terms and conditions contained in it are in accordance with the export-import policy and foreign exchange regulations of the country. In case the terms and conditions are acceptable, the exporter sends a confirmation of the order in writing to the importer at the earliest. Sending or receiving intent and sending confirmation is the second step involved in the export procedure.